Over the past 2 weeks, 19-year-old LACHLAN Galvin of the West Tigers has been at the centre of a significant controversy in the NRL. His decision to reject a substantial contract extension, coupled with ensuing legal actions, internal backlash and explosive social media reactions, has sparked widespread discussion about player welfare, club dynamics and the influence of digital platforms in professional sports. On April 14, 2025, the West Tigers announced that Galvin would depart the club at the end of the 2026 season, after he declined a 5-year contract extension reportedly worth around $5 million, the largest offer ever made to a junior in the club's history. Galvin cited personal development as the primary reason for his decision, stating, "I thought it would be best for everyone to make the call now rather than drag it out." As the dust settled on Galvin's bombshell decision, the reaction inside the club's locker room quickly shifted from confusion to hostility. What began as quiet murmurs soon erupted into very public expressions of discontent from senior teammates, revealing a fracture in the dressing room that could have long-term consequences for team morale and cohesion. The first signs of unrest came from Tigers prop Fanua Pole, who liked a fan post on Instagram slamming Galvin for turning his back on the club. A digital gesture that, despite being later retracted, spoke volumes. The post criticised Galvin for being handed the keys to the franchise and still walking away, suggesting the club should move on without him, and instead look to players like Adam Dewey or Jack Bird to fill in the number 6 jersey, until young gun Latu Fainu is ready. Things escalated further when Jerome Luai, one of the club's marquee recruits for 2025, posted a cryptic Instagram story that appeared to take direct aim at Galvin. The image, taken from an anime cartoon, showed a character turning his back on a group, captioned simply "Team First." The message was clear. Galvin's decision was viewed internally as selfish and damaging to the collective spirit of the team. Shortly after, another 2025 recruit, winger Sunya Taruva, added fuel to the fire with a post showing Galvin's locker room, soundtracked by WWE star Shane McMahon's infamous entrance theme, "Here Comes the Money." Though the post was intended for close friends, it quickly leaked, feeding speculation that Galvin's motives were seen as financially driven. Just hours before the Easter Monday clash with the Eels, Galvin was dropped from the first grade squad by coach Benji Marshall, who reportedly consulted senior players, including Luai and captain Api Coruscant, before making the call. Their recommendation: remove Galvin from the top squad, believing his presence would only further divide the group. Galvin's demotion to the New South Wales Cup and upcoming appearance at Lidcombe Oval appeared to confirm that his time in the NRL side was effectively over, at least under the current regime. The situation escalated even further when Galvin's management served the West Tigers with a legal letter, alleging that the players had been subjected to bullying by the club. This move brought fresh scrutiny to the Tigers' handling of the situation and raised broader questions about how young players are treated within high-pressure professional environments. The Rugby League Players Association confirmed it was in inactive discussions with the club, emphasising the importance of addressing potential breaches in player welfare and ensuring that players, particularly younger ones, feel safe and supported. Beyond the locker room, Galvin faced significant backlash on social media following his decision. Fans and commentators lashed out at the young playmaker, with criticism intensifying after news of his demotion broke. The intensity of the online abuse prompted calls for greater protection for athletes. Even figures from outside rugby leagues such as AFL star Lachie Neale weighed in, urging restraint and support for mental health in elite sports. Despite the storm, Galvin publicly reiterated that his decision was motivated by long-term development, not disloyalty or money. "Staying at the West Tigers wouldn't allow my name to grow to the level I aspire to," he said in a statement. His father, James Galvin, also backed him, noting, "As a family, we're comfortable that Lachie is backing himself as a young man." However, experts such as Phil Gould have voiced concern about the personal toll this saga may take on the 19-year-old. "It can't go like this," Gould said, warning that the fallout could have lasting effects on Galvin's confidence and mental well-being. Despite the backlash, Galvin returned to the field playing for the Western Suburbs Magpies in the New South Wales Cup against Parramatta. Though the team lost 22-10, Galvin's performance was seen as a step forward and a demonstration of his resilience. In a surprising development, Galvin was recalled to the West Tigers first grade side for their upcoming match against Cronulla at Leichhardt Oval. The move suggests a potential shift in the club's stance and an effort to move forward from recent tensions, though whether the locker room has healed remains an open question. With Galvin set to leave at the end of the 2026 season, speculation obviously continues to swirl about where he'll go next. Rival clubs are closely monitoring the situation, eager to sign a young playmaker who, despite recent controversies, remains one of the most promising talents in the game. Galvin has denied that any deal has been struck with another team, but few believe he'll be short of suitors. With LACHLAN Galvin requesting a release from the West Tigers, several clubs are already eyeing him up, and here's a couple of options as to where he could end up. Firstly, we have the Sydney Roosters, and the Roosters are in need of another half, and Galvin would fit alongside Sam Walker. Pairing them could create a dynamic long-term combination in Bondi, where Galvin would be nurtured in a high-performance environment. Next up we have the Parramatta Eels, and with Dylan Brown set to join Newcastle in 2026, the Eels could offer Galvin an opportunity to partner with Mitchell Moses. Galvin's recent like and unlike of a comment urging him to join Parramatta has fueled speculation, making them a potential landing spot. Next up we have the Manly Sea Eagles, and if Manly do miss out on Jamal Fogarty, although it is seeming unlikely, Galvin could be paired with Joey Walsh to form a young and talented halves duo. Though risky, this could be a strategic move for the club's future. And next we have the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, and with Toby Sexton off contract in 2025, the Bulldogs could consider Galvin. While Phil Gould downplayed current interest, the Dogs' rebuilding plans might eventually include the young playmaker. And now we have the St. George Illawarra Dragons, and the Dragons are currently rebuilding under Shane Flanagan, who may see Galvin as a long-term investment. With cap space opening up by 2026, Galvin could be an attractive option. And finally we have the Melbourne Storm, and while Jerome Hughes and Cameron Munster are locked in, the Storm are known for planning ahead. And if they do decide to bring Galvin to work alongside Jonah Pezzett, it could set up the next generation of playmakers. This one's a bit of a stretch, but the West Tigers are currently still reviewing the $5 million contract extension. But if other clubs don't match it, a return to the Tigers could still be possible, especially if the team improves next season. Overall, the LACHLAN Galvin saga has revealed the fragile intersection of loyalty, ambition and culture in modern rugby league. It has highlighted the immense pressures faced by young players and the volatility of dressing room politics in an era where social media often amplifies conflict rather than containing it. Whether Galvin's decision ultimately propels his career forward or serves as a cautionary tale remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the fallout has already left a lasting mark on the West Tigers' 2025 campaign. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think of this situation in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.